Hey everybody, TheRev is back in Dark Souls 1. We've had 2 crashes now, and I don't want to jinx it, but the last one happened when I was running towards this item. Still don't know what the fuck caused them. I can kind of attribute the first run to being so close to New Londo, and the water, which is known to cause frame rate issues. So a crash is not entirely out of the question, but you know, still, yeah. Doesn't explain this second one, which was just out of the blue, and I've never had it happen before. I googled the problem. A lot of people are like, oh, if your PS3's old and the laser reader's going. Apparently the Dark Souls 1 disc specifically is very funny with that. Don't quite know how the fuck that works out, but whatever. I'm just basically leaving things to chance. If it keeps happening later on, down the line, I may have to suspend this playthrough until I get a PC that can handle Dark Souls. I remember this moment the first time I saw it, frightened the ever-loving shit out of me. Now it's just like, it's a dragon. I've done dragons. I've done a dragon quite recently in fucking Dark Souls 3. Well, relatively recently. So yeah, dragons don't really faze me anymore. Back in the day, it's like, oh, that's a dragon. I'm gonna get fucking owned. Nah, and that's not even a dragon either, because you find out later on it's a drake. So, you know, it's been done. We fucked it up. This ain't shit now. You dead? We good? Can we go on with our lives? Awesome. So, I've got the master key. Oh, no, not this door. This door's fine no matter what. Okay. Never mind. I think the wooden shield might be the best shield you can get this early on. No, it's only got 93% physical. It's trash. Fuck it. Fuck it all. If you're going to have a shield, unless you're very good at parrying and want to use a buckler or something, always have 100% physical block. It's not worth it otherwise. I might not go down the usual route that I do and go great shield, but you never know. It's an option that I might do, because I think I've gone over this before. I suck at parrying in every Dark Souls game except for Bloodborne, because I had to get good at it in order to beat the game, really, and the frame rates. I'm not even going to blame the frame rate, fuck it. That game's just smooth enough that even I can parry in it. You know? This one, kinda not so much. I can never get the timing down. The enemies are a bit less easy to predict. And even in Bloodborne, where I was relatively... Oh, fucking hell, I sent that body flying. Where I was actually relatively good at parrying. It was only really with enemies that were super predictable, like the trolls. They were fucking piss easy to parry. If you can't parry a troll in Bloodborne, I advise not playing Bloodborne. Because those are the easiest fucking enemies to parry. If you can't get the timing down on those, you... two-hand your weapon, or don't go for a build at all with parrying and shit, because yeah. Lots of people kill this dude because he's got the Uchi. I'm not going to, because I don't really care about that weapon.
Then you are a welcome
I can't mash through dialogue because, yeah,
everything's
LP. I've got to remember I'm in LP mode. So he's batshit insane. He's basically hollow, but he still has a function. His function is to sell you shit. And right now, he hasn't... what you want to buy from him for definite is the repair box, the bottomless box, and the residence key, because you can't get them anywhere else. If you're playing online, your Orange Garden Soapstone is probably a good one as well, because you can get you can put messages down and... Sorry, my nose got all clogged up. You can put messages down, and if people rate them, you heal, as always. I believe, anyway. And you can rate other people's messages to help them out. I'm going to buy the residence key right now, because that's going to be useful later. And we'll leave for now. You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. We might buy some more shit from him later on, but for now, he's done. Yeah. He's got some interesting things to say. He tells you, you know what, let's just fucking have him tell you yourself. He'll tell you about the 2 bosses in this zone, I believe.
Oh.
Yep, me again. I bought some.
Things are getting treacherous
Yeah,
in
here we
these
go.
parts.
He will.
A horrible goat demon has moved in below.
Yeah.
Up above,
Yep.
there's that humongous drake, and a bull demon too.
Yeah.
If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
I love the Dark Souls laugh. You know what, it's just... Oh, you know what, no, if you leave him and don't do anything, he's like, oh, go
What
jump
a
off
waste
a
of
cliff.
time. Go and fall
He's just
off
like,
a cliff.
fuck you. But he's not actively aggressive to you, so I'm not that bothered. I've got a few souls to pop. Let's see what we can actually buy from him. And let's not accidentally use a firebomb, so let's get the fucking rid of that. Yeah, let's put these all on my fucking window so I can actually use them quickly. Relatively easily. Oh, that's a pretty big soul, that 1001. We might be able to buy the majority of what we want. If we can get up to 4,000 souls, we can buy all the key stuff. And if we've got a bit left over, we can buy some bombs and potentially a weapon or two. Oh, you know what? I really want to buy a longbow and some arrows. I don't think I'm going to have enough. No, not quite, not quite. Oh well, not to worry, not to worry. Let's put the bombs back on because they're very good. Firebomb. Yeah, me again, fuck off. Let's see what weapons he's actually got. Heater shield, this is a good place to get a 100% physical block shield ASAP. If you don't have a class that already has one, I think most of them have, you know, pretty good shields anyway. We'll buy the short bow from him after we've beaten the boss, I reckon. Yeah, that sounds about right. We'll buy some arrows. He's got a pretty... This is a pretty decent set to start the game with if you don't care about your equip load. Thankfully, because of my class, my armor's actually pretty decent, so we'll ignore that for now. We'll buy the repair box because it's the more expensive of the two. And yeah, once you've got the repair box on the bottomless box, the only decent thing to get from him really is the bow and some arrows. Maybe the chain set, but he's also a good source of these really early on. And they might not seem like much. Throwing knives, I don't really find a use for them in Dark Souls 1 because bow. But Firebomb is very useful early game.
Oh.
If you know the Pyromancy Fireball, it's basically a consumable item that does that. Which is pretty decent. It doesn't scale or anything, but you know, you're not going to get much scaling off Pyromancy this early in the game anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. Oh, I fucking hate these things. These things have killed, not this particular group, but this enemy type has killed me more times than I care to admit. Because they're just so not threatening, because they don't do any damage, and then you get complacent, and they fucking stunlock you to death, because that's the struggle, is the stunlock, not the damage. They do their flail, if you've got two of them doing their flail attack when they're right next to you, you will die. There's no two ways about that shit. Yeah. Up the rusty ladder we got. This ladder's rusty as fuck. It's disgusting. Like, you can slide down these fucking ladders and it's like, ugh. Don't do that. Be careful. You might get rust under your fingernail. That shit's disgusting. Oh, there you go. 10 throwing knives. Again, relatively useless to me. But, you know, they're there. It's an option to get some aggro from long distance if you don't want to constantly carry around a bow, which is fine. But you have to get a lot closer than with a bow and arrow. Yeah. Here it is. Crossbow and some bolts. Actually pretty good in Dark Souls 2 onwards, because you can aim with crossbows then. But I believe in Dark Souls 1, you can't do that. You know what? There's no enemies here. Let's just double check that. Pretty sure you can't, but it doesn't hurt to fucking find out now, does it? No, you press L1 and you, yeah. You swap arrows, so no first-person view from the crossbow. Oops, took off my shield, that's not good. And you might be like, oh, you just wasted 2 bolts. I don't care, I'm not going to use crossbows. Maybe the Aveling is decent in certain scenarios, but for the most part it's like, it's okay. It's fine, I guess, but it's not really, not for me, not for me. Although I'm sure if you're using a strength build and you want to get, you know what, if I rest here and kill all those enemies again, I could probably get enough souls to get that bottomless box, which is handy if you like to manage your inventory, which I so clearly do. If you've watched my Final Fantasy or, shit, my other Soulsborne videos, you'll know that pretty much every other video is, oh, it's time to do some inventory management. Yeah, I know I do. I even borderline on doing it a bit too much, but you know, it's something I do when I play games normally. Yeah, I can totally get enough souls to get that box. Then I don't have to come back after I can use all those tasty. Well, I can use most of those boss souls on leveling up rather than getting some needed equipment. Well, need. It's not even necessary. It's just, you know, this is nice to have. You'll probably get it. You could get it late game when souls, you know, 1,000 souls ain't shit if you want. But I like having a tidy and neat inventory. Don't fucking judge me, or do judge me. That's your right.
Still think I never heard.
Yeah, you're right. It never hurts to buy shit. There we go. I bought all of his key items. And I'll come back at some point, probably after the first boss, to get a bow and some arrows. And no, before anyone asks, I'm not going to spend fucking however long it is shooting the dragon's tail or drake's tail. Because, fuck that. It takes forever for a weapon that kind of... It doesn't last that long anyway. And it's admittedly, very, very good early game. But, these guys aren't that bad for me. I'm sure if you're new to the game, you'll be like, yeah, no, I want something to carry me, but, you really, I don't remember which YouTuber said it, but one of them, oh, I just got humanity, nice. One of the Dark Souls YouTubers said once, you're just harming yourself in the long run, because you're not learning skills early game. You're not making those mistakes where mistakes aren't that costly, you know? Doesn't matter if you fucking die and lose a bunch of souls this early in the game. Who gives a shit? You get those back easy, you know? But, you know, you start doing that late game against real tough enemies, and it's like, ooh. You know, you can't just one-shot kill everything with your Mega Sword anymore, because fun fact, the Drake Sword gets really fucking diminishing returns as you go along. So, yeah. Oh, black firebombs, that's even better than regular firebombs. Awesome! I think I triggered something from somewhere, because I can hear loads of moving. It might have just been me. That's not good, sir. That's not good. Actually, it might have just been me. Yeah, well, fuck off. How about that? Yeah, get rid of the fireball one, and you can fight these two pretty much evenly without worrying too much. Fireball one is the threat. Now, here's something I'm never going to do again on any other subsequent runs if I need them. And that's go up here and deal with these fireball guys, because you get a few extra souls. You can get you can farm firebombs from these guys. Ow, that hurt. That was a bad heal. Such a bad heal that I didn't even get the heal. Oh god, I nearly fucked that up. Could you stop? Could you stop for like 5 seconds, please? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you've proven you got firebombs, good boy. Fuck you. You see that 1 in 3 out of the 3 dropped a firebomb. Admittedly not that great, but if you're lacking firebombs and you feel like you need them as a crutch, you can always farm these. They're not too far from the bonfire, it's not too big of a deal. Plus you'll get a decent amount of souls for this level of the game. So you know, you can even farm those like for like 2 runs and then buy a bunch for 50 apiece. Which is what they cost with that undead merchant we just met. So I believe it was 50. It didn't break 100. So yeah. Yeah, how'd that go for you, buddy? Fuck. Ah, I didn't know these guys could Estus. Suppose you wouldn't if you just killed them quickly without them realising. Yeah, now it says use the resonance key, but you also use the master key there. So yeah. Even if you don't have the master key, you can access that. So yep. Always good. Gold pine resin. It's the same as in Dark Souls 2 and 3. Actually, is resin still a thing in Dark Souls 3? No, I'm pretty sure it is. They just got really different names now. The only resin you get a ton of in Dark Souls 3 really is the pine one, which is fire, and I'm just like, yeah. Nice. Oh, fucked it up. There we go. There we go. Took some damage, but, you know, ultimately didn't really matter, so who gives a shit. How you doing, buddy? Fuck you! That was bullshit. Nah, that was me fucking up. I fucked that one up bad. There we go, let's chug some Estus. Cool. I'm pretty confident I can take this dude on, so we're gonna do that. Might get something cool goody out of it, you never know. I wonder how much damage a throwing knife actually does. Dear cool is how much it does. Let's get my Estus back up. There we go. I don't think I'm going to fuck up, but you can never be too careful. Oh, God, my throat's dry. Sorry about that, guys. Yep. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's just a dead body from earlier. It's fine. I always lure this guy over here because it's easier to do the things that you need to do to him in a nice area where you can easily walk behind him. Weirdly enough, when you stab them directly in the back, it doesn't trigger a backstab. You've got to be slightly off-center. And it's very weird, and I don't know why, because it seems to be the Black Knights that are the only enemy in the game that have that problem. As long as you've got 100% physical block shield, you don't have to worry too much about his counterattacks. Oh, as long as you don't let go of the bloody block button when he's swinging. I thought for sure that was a stab, but whatever. Oh. If you're good at parrying, you can totally just parry his sword blows, and it's just like, oh, cool. It's easy. It's even more of a bitch mode thing. But yeah. Make sure you got a few Estus, so then even if you fuck up, you haven't really fucked up. That's bullshit that took so long for the roll input to trigger. Sorry, this ain't going to be the most interesting of gameplay, because when I fight Black Knights, especially this early on, I just backstab the fuck out of them until they die, which is super easy to do. And again, most people will say, by the way, it's super easy to just parry them, but again, I suck at parrying, and these guys will punish the fuck out of you if you fuck up a parry input. They will. It's far too much of a... If you're not good at parrying, it's not worth trying it, because every time you fuck up, they will deal almost your whole life bar of damage, if not the whole life bar. This early in the game. Obviously, late game, it's less of a fucking factor. It's like, who gives a shit. But, yeah. Even late game, I don't parry these guys, because I can't. I'm not very good at parrying. I have to clarify parrying, because, yeah. I think that's it. I think he's dead. Yeah? Cool, Titan that chunk. Awesome. Was hoping to get his shield. Or maybe a sword. But, whatever. Titan that chunk's still nice. Useless to us right now, but later on down the line it'll be quite good. And he's also guarding the first ring of the game, so that's a good... Well, first ring if you go through normally. Obviously, if your sequence break, you can probably get better rings sooner. But, yeah. Blue tier stone ring. There we go. Might as well equip it. Rings don't have weight back in Dark Souls 1, so it won't over-encumber you. What have I got? I've got the medium roll, I believe. Yeah, 21.4 out of 50. You know what? Oh, fuck. I thought the game fucking crashed again. Ugh. Let's put my... There we go. That would put us over 50%. Yeah. Yeah, still medium roll. Okay, cool. Awesome. Oh, do you remember this trap? Well, guess what? They're very fond of using it. Oh, he doesn't actually... I always thought it curved round, but no, it actually falls straight. That's cool. That makes more sense as well. But, you know, I've always darted down there and ran as fast as I can, because I'm like, oh no, it's going to follow me. It does not. So the master key will open up this door. We'll see what's behind that a bit later on, but for now we'll just, you know, do what we do and progress. And I think there's a crystal lizard in this basket here. Was that the floor? It must be the floor above then. I'm wrong. You're wrong. Yes, I know. I think it's this first one. Yep, there he is. Oh, you bitch. Oh, you real bitch. Get back here, you bitch. There we go. If you get a jumping attack off him, he gets put on his back and he you know. Yeah, twinkling and large Titanite shard. That's actually pretty decent. But yeah, he'll get put on his back. My usual strategy of dealing with that one specifically is he'll run away this way and jump down to here. And then you get a diving attack on him, which is great. Unfortunately, it did not happen this time, but whatever. Okay, I'm ready to do this. First boss of the game. First real boss, because I don't really count Asylum Demon, because it's pretty hard to die to him. When you've played the game a bit. I should probably clarify that. If it's your first time playing and you die to Asylum, don't feel bad, because you're still getting used to the mechanics and the systems. He's there as a tutorial boss. If you die to him, it's fine. You're not supposed to die to him. Obviously, you're not supposed to die to any boss, really. Except for one later on, but we'll get to that. So yeah, it's just like, that's fine. Oh, did you see the fucking world load in over there? Cool. I believe if you just hold circle, you slide down. Yep. I was always paranoid of doing that back in the fucking day. Because, yeah, in Dark Souls 2, you just fucking let go if you hold circle. Likewise in... No, I don't think it is like that in Dark Souls 3. Taurus Demon! Which is totally not a threat. You know how to deal with Taurus. You do the same thing you did with Asylum, which is climb up to a high spot and punch attack that bitch. Yep. Boop. Wow, that didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I was hoping it would. Oh well. And then if you're a Pyromancer, you do the same thing you did with Asylum Demon, which is fucking kill it with fire. First time I fought Taurus Demon, I'm not gonna lie, he fell off the fucking edge of the fucking arena, and I was just like, oh, Dark Souls isn't hard after all. After laughing for about 5 minutes and telling my friend it happened, and he's just like, oh, that's bullshit. It's like, yeah, it is bullshit. It's meant to happen to players, not the boss. There we go. Okay. You want to try and keep close, because he does a nasty jumping up in the air attack, I think. Jumps up and slams down on you if you get too far away. Which really sucks, because I believe it's unblockable. That might miss. Fuck! That's exactly the attack I meant. Fuck it. I'll take it. I'll take that. I'll beat Taurus Demon. Yeah! You guys gave me the strength. And he doesn't drop a soul because he's not that important. But enemies later on will drop souls. Trust me, they will. And we will read their glorious lore, or what little lore we can glean from their souls. Which, you know, usually isn't that much, actually, to be honest. Alright, let's do this. Large soul lost... there we go, fuck it. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of the firebomb and throwing axes. Throwing knives, because I don't particularly want to accidentally use those. I'll equip them if a situation demands it. So, yeah. Did I want to do something here? No, I didn't. Okay, I guess I'll just progress then. This door's locked, but I'll just show you. There you go. Does that scene look familiar, guys? It should, if you've played Demon Souls or seen anyone else play Dark Souls. This is the spot everybody hates, because it's bullshit. But yeah. But first things first. Solar! Praising that sun, eh, buddy?
Ah, hello.
His helmet is a lot shinier than I remember it being.
I am Soler.
Then again, it is right in the sunlight, so...
An adherent of the Lord of Sunlight.
Yeah, praise that sun, Soler. Get up in that butt.
I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to
could you at least talk to him? Look at him while he's talking to you, chosen undead player character.
Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look.
Oh, someone fucking shared a funny fucking image of him saying that line, and they cut to his character who's wearing the fucking Mask of the Father.
Oh.
And if you've seen the expression on that, it's the funniest fucking thing ever. And it's just like, really, Soler? People have this expression when you say that? Yes.
The way I see
if you say no, he just goes, oh, that's a shame. Well, good luck. That's it. He's just like, he's not even mad. He's just like, okay, well,
so what do you
talk to you later, buddy.
Why not help
talk to you later.
On this lonely journey?
Soler's a bro. Yes, help each other.
Pleases me greatly.
We shall partake in jolly cooperation. And that's where you get the White Stone Substone, which we won't be using, obviously, because, well, I'm not playing online, but, you know, I think it's important to get.
With heroes centuries old,
and I'm not very good at Dark Souls 1 bosses, because I haven't fought them that often. So, I don't... Ugh, weird things in my throat. Don't isolate that soundbite, please.
Summon one another as spirits.
Yeah, I'm not very good at Dark Souls 1 bosses. I haven't done very often, so I don't sunbro, because I'm probably just going to end up not helping very much with the boss fight. Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2, and even Bloodborne to a certain extent, I don't mind doing jolly co-op, because I know I can help the boss. He's not wrong. If you miss Soler's fucking summon sign, you are as blind as a bat. Which actually don't have that bad eyesight. But, you know, blind as a bat is in the saying, not blind as a bat is in literally as blind as a bat.
I will stay behind.
Because they're not that blind.
The sun.
Yes.
The sun is a
if only I could glow so grossly incandescent.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
So there, I feel like you have an obsession. But, you know what? Whatever makes you happy, buddy. Whatever makes you happy. So, fun fact about fucking Solaire of Astora over here. First time I played Dark Souls, I had a bit of a rough time getting here. And I distinctly remember the Dark Knight being something that kicked my ass. So much so that I never actually beat the Dark Knight. I just ran away like a bitch. I came here, and I was like, I looked over there, and I said, that doesn't look too bad. I'll come back to that in a minute. I want to see if there's anything cool over here. I went like that. I got here, and I didn't actually fully take it. I didn't stop and look. I was just like, oh, there's a human there. I'm gonna not go there because he looks a bit like the Dark Knight. Because I was like, I didn't even see it. I was like, but you know, it was so weird. I was just like, oh, fuck, Dark Knight, run away. He is not a Dark Knight. Nowhere near. Don't hurt him, though. I think you need to get this far, and you can run back. Yep. Maybe back. You need to back away from the fucking alcove full stop. He'll burn you even there. Enjoy your 500 free souls. And he just sort of walked into the fucking spot then. Did you see that? Cool. And I believe once he's actually there, he won't actually come forward and try to burn you alive until you're past the stairs. But, just in case he does, always stick to the right-hand side. You see, like, he doesn't give a shit. If you go past the stairs and make it look like you're getting close to here, you'll be like, nah, fuck that. I ain't doing that. And then you get past here, fuck you. Fuck you. So we're going to go here, and bada bing, bada boom, you get a shortcut. Straight to the bonfire. So once you beat the boss, you actually get your first shortcut, which is awesome. I forget, you just hold the circle button. And because I'm not going to sit at the bonfire just yet, because I'm going to go get my bow and a couple of arrows before leveling up. Because I don't want to because I don't want to deal with a certain section of the game, and if you have a bow and arrow, it basically means, nah, you don't have to do this bit. So yeah.
Oh, you again?
Yes, me again.
You brought plenty of souls.
I brought some. Yeah, fuck you, dickhead. That's a bit mean, but fuck it. What do we want? We want the short bow. Yes. Which you could buy more than one of, but you don't really need to. And, let's buy, like, I could buy 459 if I want. So let's buy, like, 20 arrows. We don't need many right now. So we'll buy 20 standard arrows just so we have them.
Oh. Come here.
Yeah, you're welcome. Fuck you. Can I even equip the bow? 12 decks. I don't know how much decks I have. Oh, I've got plenty. I've got 13. So we'll equip that in our extra hand. We'll have our arrows equipped. There we go. Awesome. So now we can go sit at a bonfire and level up, and then next time we'll do some things. But for now, let's just sit at the... Well, let's sit at a bonfire. Fuck it. There's not really any enemies around that will come walking towards you and starting a fight. When you're at the bonfire area, more or less. Let's level up. How many levels can we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. So, fuck achievement. We're going to level up strength, we're going to level up dex, so we're not on 13, because I'm weird like that. That seems like, yeah, nice even numbers. Nice even numbers. Yeah, let's do that. Vit's gone up 1, strength's gone up 3, dex has gone up 1. That's our 5 levels. Yeah! I'm feeling alright with this. So for now, guys, we're going to say goodbye, and next time we'll have some more LP funsies, as the kids like to say. I was too close to the bonfire to bring up the Jester menu. What the fuck? Anyway, guys, see you next time. Have fun, stay safe. Toodles!